Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, January 9th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile of the ES and SPY. Hope everybody had a lovely weekend. So where we left off on Friday, the market had a triple distribution day in the S&P. Again, I was calling the weekly and the daily up. Some people were waiting for a little more confirmation, which would be taking out Friday's high. Well, we're attempting to do that this morning, possibly on a gap. Again, there's still a lot of time to go prior to the opening, 75, 80 minutes. So we'll see if that holds. But if we do take out Friday's high, which would be a weekly high at some point today, well, then the weekly and daily would certainly be up. I don't think you'd be able to call it in balance anymore. So they are trying. Another very important thing is right now, the SPY is trading at its 50-day moving average. So we'll see if they're going to be able to get above that, or do they bounce and bump their heads against it. Q's also right above Friday's high, as is Russell. We have a 15-wide overnight POC in ES down at 24. Now, whether we gap higher or not, it's been a very positive overnight for the bulls. And why is that? Well, because we're in our upper distribution. Right? These are three separate distributions. K&M's low to the day's high. I's high to E's low is your middle distribution. And A's range is your lower distribution. So, bulls have been controlling the action again the way they did on Friday, as they're trading in the upper distribution and above it. So keep that in mind. So, if we are able to get above that 50-day moving average, we talk about there's a price vacuum. There's really nothing in the SPY or the ES for really a long, SPY's next destination is 395.25 and getting into a gap. So you have a $5 price vacuum at this level to the upside if bulls want to get going. So on a gap of $1, $1.25, I would look for a long. If the gap fills, I'd get out, possibly reassess and see. Right? If the gap fills, then they might at least try to test this 15-wide overnight POC. That'd be a level to look for. Is there really a short up here? Not necessarily. I mean, the overnight high is above the 50. Now, a lot of times they front run that. You can take that against it. But just remember, if it gets close to it, you would be above the 50. But maybe the first time they front run and back down below the 50 the first time. That would be the only short play I would look at possibly this morning. Because right now the market's telling us they're still attempting to go higher. And then, just quickly on the chart, so here's the weekly. Like I said, some people call this balance still. That's fine. If you do take out Friday's high, though, you're going to have, to me, it's up, right? And then, look at this. We talk about the price vacuum. You know that weekly high is 410.49. Okay, that's a very critical level when we get back to, I think it's September's high, where we had a trouble getting above that, if I'm not mistaken. 411, yep, September's high. That's a crucial level. So that's where the next destination for the bulls would be. Plus, our little trend line of lower highs all last year would come into play before that, right now around the 405 level. And then on the daily, again, if you were still calling it balanced, that's fine. But if we take out Friday's high, I think you firmly have to go up and possibly be above both the 20 and the 50. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.